So William is not taking any more crap from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
It's March 3rd, 2026, and London's calm morning mist has been sliced apart by a royal statement so sharp it could chill your bones. The quiet didn't just end, it shattered. Buckingham Palace just dropped an official announcement that didn't simply make headlines, it erupted through them with royal precision. The statement confirmed that Prince William, backed by the full authority of the Crown and the Privy Council, has officially declined to acknowledge a private DNA report brought forward by Prince Harry. That report was meant to be a peace gesture, supposedly the final piece of proof showing that Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor is Harry's biological son and should be formally recorded in the royal household registry. But instead of healing old wounds, this peace offering turned into a royal shockwave that shook the palace walls. The decision didn't just close a door, it locked the monarchy in a deep freeze, leaving the royal family in one of the most tense and dramatic standoffs seen in modern British history. This wasn't just a polite rejection, it was a thunderclap dressed in elegant royal language, echoing through every marble hall of Buckingham Palace.
Prince William doubles down. According to multiple sources, it's now a matter of when, not if, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
The chill of that message could be felt across the nation. Before we go any further into this wild royal saga, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It's about to get even more unbelievable. This wasn't just a little family disagreement, it's a full-blown royal showdown. This was a bold power play straight from the top. Prince William didn't mince words, he made his stance crystal clear. No child claiming royal ties will be added back into the official line of succession without a DNA test handled directly under the Crown's supervision. He's not putting faith in any private California facility. He wants Britain's top scientific experts to verify every detail themselves. The future king has now turned what started as a quiet family dispute into a full-scale royal procedure. This is no longer just gossip or tabloid talk. It's about heritage, lineage, and the public image of the monarchy itself. Two royal children's identities, the fragile trust between two brothers, and the reputation of the crown all hang in the balance across London, from secretive members-only clubs to the very halls of Westminster. And one chilling question now echoes through the palace walls.
And it's all gone wrong for her. And Meghan doesn't like things going wrong for her. And Harry has very little to add to the party. But that isn't enough to satisfy him. So I think there's a huge crisis coming, which will redouble all the problems for King Charles and William.
He's your son, Harry. But is he truly ours? To understand how this situation reached such a boiling point, we've got to rewind to the spark that ignited it all. What was meant to bring peace ended up reopening the deepest royal rift. The file sent by Harry's team wasn't just a few documents, it was a full dossier packed with evidence meant to silence critics once and for all. Inside were lab results from a California clinic, Meghan's signed timeline of her pregnancy, detailed ultrasound images, and even a notarized statement from a hospital staff member. Harry's mission was daring. He wanted Archie and Lilibet officially reinstated as recognized members of the royal family. That meant restoring their titles, privileges, and royal protection. After years of distance, Harry was ready to bring his family back to the UK and reclaim their rightful place within the monarchy. But when that file hit Prince William's desk, his reaction was colder than winter steel. Without hesitation, he reactivated the Sovereign Succession Security Council, a discreet team of legal minds, investigators, and royal advisors tasked with uncovering every truth behind the lineage claims. Within hours, they reportedly issued what insiders now call a royal freeze on Archie's reinstatement.
You know, he is the heir to the throne, and I don't think that there are many companies that really want him to be absolutely disgusted by them. I don't think that's a good idea for anybody, and I would hope that if he couldn't do it via legal things, that actually to be very, very sure. You never know.
But Harry has no shame about this stuff, Angela, does he?
Citing major inconsistencies found in the documentation, whispers from inside the palace hint at something truly shocking: a confidential dossier now nicknamed the Bloodline Files. These files allegedly contain a list of unresolved red flags that, according to sources, were never properly clarified by Harry's camp. And if the leaks are even partially true, the information inside could shake the foundation of the monarchy itself. The contents point to a web of confusion, missing explanations, and data irregularities that have raised serious questions about royal record-keeping. The first alleged red flag, a forensic review of Meghan's early 2019 pregnancy photos. Experts reportedly examined images taken on March 5, 2019. One set from a morning charity event showing a clearly visible baby bump. Later that same day, another photo surfaced, and Meghan's silhouette looked noticeably different. Investigators reportedly pointed out what seemed to be unusual folds or creases in the fabric of her coat, and that tiny detail set off huge curiosity inside the palace walls. Sources claim a private 3D imaging review was even conducted to compare the photos side by side, and the results? They allegedly left insiders stunned.
They also love to shit talk Meghan Markle. I got one from a welder the other day.
No way.
He was like, yeah, like I'm in this shop all the time. I used to catch a ton of shit for listening to your show. And then one day I was like, you got to come over here and hear what the Nerve is saying about Meghan Markle. And they were like all into it.
Oh, don't mind if we do.
Don't mind if I do.
The drastic visual shift in just a few hours didn't appear consistent with typical changes, sparking waves of speculation throughout royal circles. This confidential memo reignited long-standing whispers, claims that something may have been used to carefully manage or conceal the actual timing of Meghan's pregnancy. But that's only the beginning of this unfolding royal mystery. The second alleged red flag within the Bloodline Files was the complete absence of any formal medical confirmation. Unlike the official documentation surrounding the births of Prince William and Princess Catherine's children, there was reportedly no signed verification from the palace's senior medical team confirming Meghan's labor or delivery. The same royal physicians who traditionally oversee births of future heirs were notably absent when Archie was born. That detail alone raised serious eyebrows behind the scenes. To make matters even more complicated, no hospital discharge record or Crown Archive entry was ever officially logged, something insiders claim goes against long-standing royal protocol. This missing documentation is now being viewed as a major question mark in the case for legitimacy surrounding the royal birth records. Archie's birth certificate was quietly changed nearly a month after it was first released, and that subtle move has sent shockwaves through royal circles.
From exploiting Princess Diana for money and allowing Meghan Markle to exploit Princess Diana for money so she is in some way connected by the public with that amazing woman.
Prince William's team reportedly called it unprecedented and completely unexplained. The mystery just keeps getting deeper. The alteration replaced Rachel Meghan Markle with Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. Meghan's representatives said the palace requested the change, but William's office quickly pushed back, pointing out that Princess Catherine's full name remained untouched on all her children's certificates. To most people, that might seem like a small administrative update, but for royal investigators, it lit up like a red warning sign. Any modification to an official royal document is taken extremely seriously. Every line, signature, and stamp is now being examined under the palace microscope. But the biggest twist hidden within the bloodline files didn't come from medical staff or courtiers. It reportedly came from a secret financial review. According to leaked information, an internal audit uncovered an unusual payment made just days before Archie's birth announcement. The transaction, close to $500,000, was allegedly directed to a private reproductive medical facility located near Baja, California, known for working with high-profile clients under strict confidentiality. That revelation raised immediate questions about why such a large payment was made and whether it connects in any way to the timing of Archie's arrival. Insiders say this new discovery has only intensified the palace's push for full transparency, turning a quiet family dispute into one of the most scrutinized royal investigations in recent memory. That discovery didn't just raise eyebrows, it sent Buckingham Palace into complete turmoil.
They're more desperate than ever. And I think that they don't know what to do other than to try and come back to Britain and rebuild themselves as some sort of members of the royal family.
The mysterious transfer of nearly $499,000 wasn't just an ordinary payment. It came with encrypted notes that changed everything. Hidden within the data were references to what appeared to be a confidential agreement between the medical facility and a third party, instantly setting off alarms among palace investigators. Inside Buckingham Palace, whispers grew louder. Officials suspected the records might hint at a private arrangement connected to a birth that may have taken place outside the UK, a claim that, if true, could raise major constitutional concerns, since royal succession traditionally requires the royal mother to personally give birth on British soil. The potential implications were massive, and the tension inside the palace was off the charts. But the situation didn't stop there. The DNA test that was supposed to bring clarity only made everything murkier. Reports claim it was handled by a small facility in Santa Barbara called Horizon Gene Diagnostics. Almost immediately, Prince William's team questioned its legitimacy, noting that the samples were reportedly delivered by Meghan's former chief of staff rather than an authorized courier, something palace experts found highly irregular. To make things even more complicated, the lab itself wasn't recognized under key international forensic standards, prompting officials to question whether the entire test process might have been conducted outside formal royal protocol. Adding to the confusion, the submission paperwork was said to be overseen by Douglas Hall, an Oregon-based attorney better known for family and parental rights cases, not royal lineage matters. For insiders, that detail only fueled more questions about how such a sensitive royal DNA procedure was handled, and who exactly authorized it.
I think that they are at the moment facing a real crisis. Meghan and Harry's crisis, completely of their own making.
That one detail alone made it look like the entire setup was built to manage appearances, not to uncover the full truth. Douglas Hall's involvement blew up into controversy after a leaked email from his office dated January 22nd surfaced in the Times of London. The subject line reportedly said something that stopped everyone cold. "We need optics, not science." That single phrase sent shockwaves through both royal and legal circles. According to reports, the email instructed staff to locate another facility that could make the report appear valid, stating that it didn't have to be perfect, only convincing on paper, since the palace will only see the documents, end quote. When questioned about the leak, Hall didn't deny the message existed. He simply said it was taken out of context. But to palace insiders, that explanation didn't do much to calm suspicions. The leak made it seem like the entire operation was designed to shape perception instead of pursuing transparency. Just when it seemed like this royal storm couldn't possibly get any more tangled, Kensington Palace released a brand new timeline that turned the entire case upside down. Fresh banking records and courier logs showed that a DNA sample was shipped from LAX to London on January 24th, but another identical sample was quietly sent to a second facility in Zurich. What's even more suspicious is that the Swiss lab reportedly never received full payment and never completed the analysis, leaving behind a paper trail that insiders say could hold the key to understanding the real motive behind the entire operation. It turns out that second DNA sample wasn't just random, it was reportedly a backup plan in case the UK rejected the original results. Leaked data from the Zurich facility even labeled the sample as practice use, which basically confirmed there was no official chain of custody at all.
Well, you're making me nervous. I want to tell you, in America, a lot of the tabloids are talking about how Harry and Meghan are experiencing difference in their interests and professional paths. Meghan focused on Hollywood, as you just mentioned.
One source from the Home Office was overheard saying, "It's starting to look like smoke and mirrors," and honestly, that's exactly what it feels like. What's unfolding now isn't just a royal document dispute, it's a full-blown mystery tangled with labs, leaks, and secrets. This story doesn't read like a scientific report anymore. It's playing out like the final act of a high-stakes drama. And right in the middle of the storm, Prince William made a move so bold it left the nation stunned. In a decision that shocked even longtime royal watchers, he officially activated the Royal Commission for Lineal Ethics and Continuity, a confidential royal safeguard quietly created back in 1975. This commission was designed to protect the monarchy whenever questions about royal lineage arise, and it has never been used publicly. Until now. For the very first time in history, all 7 members of the commission have been summoned, and insiders say the tension inside those palace walls is almost unbearable. The panel's lineup is extraordinary. Senior lords, a retired Privy Council judge, the Royal Archivist General, an Oxford historian, the Archbishop of Canterbury's legal representative, and even a former intelligence officer whose identity remains strictly confidential. Their mission is clear-cut: determine whether Archie and Lilibet meet the legal, moral, and ceremonial standards required for royal recognition. The goal of this investigation isn't just about confirming DNA, it's about legacy, loyalty, and the very foundation of the monarchy itself. To remain in the royal bloodline, everything must check out with absolute precision. According to palace insiders, the Royal Commission for Lineal Ethics and Continuity, known as the RLEE, has already demanded access to every version of Archie and Lilibet's birth certificates for cross-examination.
He's now considering all options, including legal routes, to stop his younger brother, who he views as a treacherous soul these days.
This royal inquiry has gone incredibly deep. Reports say Meghan's official travel logs, surveillance footage from Frogmore Cottage, and even partially redacted financial transfers tied to royal accounts have been pulled into the review. The commission is leaving no document untouched and no detail overlooked, and the potential consequences? Absolutely historic. Sources close to the process say that if the RLE rules against them, Archie and Lilibet could be formally removed from the royal register, meaning they would lose their royal designations and their right to appear at any official state or family events. In essence, they'd be completely removed from the public-facing side of the monarchy. But that's not where the impact ends. It could ripple far beyond Buckingham Palace. Princess Diana's estate might also be affected. Her will clearly stated that her fortune should be split evenly between her sons and then passed down to their recognized heirs. Now, with Archie and Lilibet's status under formal review, their claim to Diana's $22 million trust fund is reportedly in temporary suspension. Insiders reveal that Prince William has already met privately with the estate's trustees, recommending that the children's share be held in reserve until the Royal Commission releases its official verdict. This new development would temporarily block any immediate access to the trust funds, a huge setback for Prince Harry, who's reportedly depended on Diana's inheritance to help support his children after the quiet downfall of the RQL brand. Behind closed doors, Harry is said to see this financial freeze as not just a royal decision, but a deep personal betrayal, one that strikes at both his bond with his mother and her enduring legacy. According to a palace insider, Harry privately told a close friend Diana would never have let royal suspicion outweigh her love for her grandchildren. She believed in hearts, not birth certificates. Those words, raw and emotional, have now echoed across the media and through the marble halls of Buckingham Palace.
From William's point of view, this crosses a line that none of their past disputes ever approached.
But royal advisors are pushing back hard, insisting this isn't about emotion, it's about legality. They claim the trustees are simply protecting Diana's estate by ensuring that only verified heirs are eligible to receive its funds. As one senior official reportedly stated, until everything is confirmed, the freeze remains. That mounting pressure has left Harry cornered, essentially forced to comply with the palace's demand for a full forensic review of all related documents and procedures. The atmosphere is tense, every conversation carefully monitored, every move under watch. And just as the drama hit its breaking point, another powerful figure stepped into the spotlight. King Charles III. A sealed private memo from late 2025 has just been opened, reportedly at Prince William's direct request. Though the complete document remains hidden under official secrecy, palace sources claim the memo's subject line reads, "The Sussex children and the threshold of trust." That phrase alone sent tremors through the royal establishment. The memo, kept under high security at Marlborough House, was said to have been written after Princess Anne privately briefed King Charles about alleged inconsistencies in Archie's birth timeline. Rumors swirling inside the palace suggest that the memo may even contain Charles's early approval to delay or restrict hereditary recognition until all questions are resolved. When news of King Charles's sealed memo surfaced, the palace went into lockdown mode. Phones were reportedly confiscated during late-night meetings, and staff were reminded that leaking even a single detail could lead to instant dismissal. The atmosphere grew colder by the hour, with whispers echoing through corridors about what the king's private words might reveal. According to sources close to the Royal Commission, the memo could be a deciding factor in the panel's final ruling. Some insiders claim it outlines a contingency plan that would permanently redefine royal succession guidelines.
Prince William is said to be prepared to take legal advice over plans by his brother Prince Harry.
An unprecedented shift in centuries of tradition. Others insist it's simply a reflection of the king's desire for absolute transparency in matters of lineage. Either way, its existence has shaken confidence within every corner of the monarchy. Meanwhile, Harry's camp has gone silent. No public statement, no interviews, just radio silence. Those close to him say he's in strategic retreat mode, gathering his legal and PR teams for what could be the biggest royal standoff of the modern era. Meghan, reportedly staying out of the spotlight, has been seen only once in recent weeks, leaving their California residence with security close behind. Behind palace walls, aides describe a sense of unease not felt since the early days of Diana era. Even senior royals are said to be divided, some urging reconciliation, others demanding a firm stance to protect the crown's integrity. The only thing everyone agrees on: the stakes have never been higher. And now, as Britain watches every headline unfold, anticipation builds for the next royal announcement. Rumors suggest the Royal Commission is preparing a public statement, one that could either close this chapter forever or ignite an even bigger storm. The Royal Commission's rumored decision could set a historic new precedent, declaring that only royal children born under verified and officially witnessed conditions can be recognized within the line of succession. Such a ruling would mark one of the firmest royal policies in decades. Insiders say King Charles has been deeply conflicted, torn between his role as a caring grandfather and his duty as the reigning monarch. But ultimately, he chose to defer to Prince William's judgment, a clear sign of where the balance of royal authority now rests. However, the Sussex camp didn't stay silent long. On February 12th at 8 a.m., Meghan's legal team struck back with a powerful countermotion filed in the High Court. The filing accuses Prince William and the Privy Council of leading what they call a custodial power grab disguised as a lineage investigation. Their legal argument centers on Archie and Lilibet's dual citizenship, claiming that both children are protected under international family law, which could move this royal feud far beyond the palace gates and into the global legal spotlight. While the crown stands firm on centuries of royal tradition, Meghan's side is fighting with modern legal strategies and worldwide influence, and this clash is just beginning to heat up. Her lawyers argue that the Royal Household Registry functions as a ceremonial institution, not a recognized civil authority, and therefore holds no legal right to determine matters of legitimacy. The Sussex team's filing also claims that removing Archie and Lilibet's names from royal records would amount to institutional exclusion, violating their rights as dual citizens and descendants of the crown. To make their case even stronger, Meghan's legal advisors are reportedly preparing to present new evidence that could challenge the entire foundation of the royal inquiry, turning this into a courtroom battle unlike anything the monarchy has ever faced. Meghan's legal filing came loaded with emotion and evidence. It included personal family photos from Archie's birthday celebration in Montecito, along with a sworn statement from Tyler Perry confirming that Meghan personally carried and raised both children. Despite mounting public scrutiny, her team presented the submission as heartfelt proof of authenticity and maternal truth. But the palace's response? Absolute silence. And according to insiders, that silence is no accident. It's a calculated strategy. Behind closed doors, royal advisors are carefully weighing every move. Princess Anne is reportedly standing firmly behind Prince William's approach, even advocating for a royal medical tribunal to formally review the claims. Meanwhile, Prince Edward is said to be uneasy about the escalating tension, yet still agrees the monarchy cannot afford to appear divided or uncertain. Though Queen Camilla has maintained public silence, palace sources claim she was overheard telling aides, "The crown must stand taller than its scandal." Those words alone reveal just how high the pressure inside the palace has become. Emotions are boiling over within royal walls. Prince Harry is said to be both furious and heartbroken, feeling betrayed not only by his brother, but by the very institution he once fought to protect. A source close to the family described a recent phone call between Harry and William as brief, cold, and painfully tense. What began as a simple documentation dispute has now exploded into a full-scale royal and emotional crisis, shaking the foundation of the monarchy from within. The crown now stands on a knife's edge, caught between bloodline and brotherhood, between duty and emotion, between law and loyalty. Deep inside Buckingham Palace, behind layers of digital security, the final RLEE report is under review. 6 intense days of examination, birth records, financial documents, and sworn statements, all leading to 3 key decision-makers: Prince William, Princess Anne, and the Lord High Chancellor. The question now hangs heavy over Buckingham Palace. Can the House of Windsor withstand the full weight of the truth? The verdict that's coming won't just determine the future of 2 children, it will test the strength, credibility, and unity of the crown itself. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle, who has remained mostly silent throughout this entire royal storm, is reportedly preparing to break that silence in a powerful new statement that's about to make waves worldwide. Sources close to her revealed that Meghan recorded the interview just 2 nights ago at her Montecito home. Early descriptions of the footage paint it as deeply emotional and intensely personal, exploring her pregnancies, her challenges under royal pressure, and the emotional toll of having her role as a mother questioned so publicly. In one particularly striking moment, Meghan is said to declare, "I carried my children, I gave birth to them, and now they're being erased." This isn't about lineage, it's about power, fear, and control. Those words are expected to dominate headlines and spark heated discussions across global media. Handled by an independent U.S. media outlet, the broadcast is set to bypass traditional royal channels and major British networks, ensuring Meghan's voice is heard on her own terms. Her team reportedly believes this will mark a defining moment, reframing the entire narrative that has surrounded her and her family. But as Meghan prepares to speak out, Prince William is finalizing his own historic response, one far quieter, yet equally significant. Behind the palace doors, his advisors have reportedly completed a monumental address titled "On the Matter of Lineage and Constitutional Continuity." The speech, said to be carefully worded and deeply symbolic, could either mend the royal divide or draw an unshakable line in the sand for generations to come. Palace insiders believe this upcoming address could completely redefine the monarchy's identity for a new generation. The statement, personally approved by King Charles and scheduled to follow the Royal Commission's verdict, will reportedly outline the panel's findings, confirm Archie and Lilibet's official registry status, and set new constitutional guidelines for any future royal title claims. This isn't just an announcement, it's being described as a constitutional milestone. According to those briefed on early drafts, Prince William's tone is calm yet unwavering. He doesn't point fingers or place blame, but he stands firm. At one powerful moment, he is said to declare, "This decision was not made with malice, it was made with duty. I would rather face backlash than allow the erosion of royal truth." Those words, insiders say, left even his closest advisors stunned into silence. William appears ready to confront whatever comes next, even if it means an unbridgeable rift with his brother. His choice to prioritize the institution over emotion marks one of the boldest royal stances of the modern era. But just as the palace braces for the fallout from his statement, a stunning twist shakes the headlines. A leaked Heathrow flight manifest surfaces online, showing a private jet scheduled to land in London on March 14, 2026. The listed passengers, one adult male, Henry Mountbatten Windsor, accompanied by 2 young dependents, flying from California's Van Nuys Airport, an airfield often used by senior royals. What's even more intriguing is what's missing. Meghan Markle's name does not appear anywhere on the manifest, and there's been absolutely no media coordination or official security briefing attached to the flight. Complete silence surrounds the trip. If true, this would be a monumental move, one that could either begin to mend the royal divide or set it ablaze once and for all. Insiders believe Prince Harry may be making one final, deeply personal gesture, bringing his children directly before the king himself to affirm their rightful place within the royal family, not through documents, but through presence. It's emotional, bold, and symbolic in every way. Still, not everyone is convinced. Some royal analysts suspect this sudden flight might be more than a heartfelt reunion. They believe it could be a carefully timed distraction, masking a complex legal or strategic maneuver already in motion. As one palace source reportedly said, this family plays chess, not checkers, and nothing's real until that jet touches the runway.
Outside Buckingham Palace, the atmosphere is electric. Reporters crowd the gates, cameras flashing, every lens trained on the entrance as the world waits for the next royal announcement, one that could either restore the monarchy's unity or fracture it completely. Across Europe, breaking headlines dominate front pages: royal verdict imminent and children in limbo. The entire world is holding its breath. Public opinion has split right down the middle. To many, Meghan Markle represents a modern mother standing strong against the weight of centuries-old royal customs, a woman facing the consequences of a system slow to evolve. To others, Prince William is seen as the ultimate protector of royal integrity, a leader making impossible choices to defend the credibility of the crown, no matter the personal cost. And caught in the very center of this storm stands Prince Harry, the emotional heart of it all. Torn between love, loyalty, and legacy, he's fighting not just for his children's place in royal history, but also for the chance to preserve a family bond that may never fully heal. If the Royal Commission for Lineal Ethics and Continuity rules in favor of Archie and Lilibet, it would change everything. Their names would be fully restored to the official royal registry, their titles reinstated, and their inheritance secured, an outcome that could finally bring closure to years of speculation and division. But if the ruling goes the other way, it could mark the moment that reshapes royal history forever. The entire world is waiting with bated breath, as this decision could literally redefine the royal lineage in real time. If the commission sides with Prince Harry, it would be a victory, yet a bittersweet one. The truth would come out, but at the cost of endless public scrutiny and irreversible tension within the royal family. Every revelation, every document, and every word spoken behind those palace walls would echo across generations. But if the decision turns against him, the outcome could be devastating. Archie and Lilibet would lose their royal standing completely. No titles, no ceremonial rights, and no formal recognition within the monarchy. Any future use of royal designations could even trigger official legal challenges. For Prince Harry, the stakes reach even higher. Palace sources quietly suggest that he could face disciplinary measures for alleged misrepresentation of royal matters, a move that could leave him effectively separated from royal duties altogether. That scenario would be nothing short of heartbreaking, solidifying his distance from the very institution he once defended so fiercely. And the emotional fallout between the brothers, it could be permanent. If that decision stands, the bond between William and Harry wouldn't just strain, it could break completely. Adding one final layer of intrigue, a little-known clause within the RLE Charter gives the reigning monarch, or in his absence the Prince of Wales, the authority to veto the Commission's ruling. March 14th arrives, and London wakes under a gray, heavy sky, one that feels almost scripted for history. Outside Buckingham Palace, the crowd has doubled overnight. Reporters, royal fans, and curious onlookers press against the gates, waiting for a sign, a car, a single flash that says the verdict is near. The air is thick with tension. Everyone knows this day will be remembered. Then, just after 9 a.m., movement. Security convoys roll in,
Tinted cars glide through the palace archway, and the whispers start. He's here. Rumors ripple through the crowd that Prince Harry's jet has landed at RAF Northolt and that he's making his way directly to the palace. Archie and Lilibet reportedly with him. No press, no fanfare, just quiet urgency. Inside, sources say the atmosphere is electric. The Royal Commission members have assembled in the Queen's Gallery, their final report sealed and ready. William, composed yet visibly tense, stands beside King Charles, who looks solemn, almost weighed down by the moment. It's said that the king hasn't spoken publicly since dawn, a silence that says more than words ever could. Meanwhile, Meghan remains in California, where a private team of advisors reportedly prepares a media statement depending on how the ruling goes. Across the Atlantic, news networks are already running countdowns, royal verdict expected within hours, as analysts debate what the decision could mean for the monarchy's global image. Inside the palace, time seems to freeze. An aide delivers a simple note to the king's table. He opens it, nods once, and sets it aside. Then the chamber doors close. The final deliberation begins. Outside, the crowd holds its breath. Phones rise into the air, live streams start, and social feeds explode with speculation. Across the gates, a faint sound breaks the silence. Big Ben striking 10. The verdict is moments away. One decision made within those ancient walls will either cement the monarchy's stability or change its legacy forever. As the first light of dawn spills over London, every camera lens and every eye turns towards Buckingham Palace. The verdict is only moments away, and the entire world seems to hold its breath in silence. Inside those gilded halls, history is being written in real time. The atmosphere is charged, so tense it almost hums. Will this day mark the restoration of royal trust or the final irreversible split in a dynasty centuries old? Sources reveal that a royal press statement is already prepared, sealed, timed, and under heavy guard, set to be released the very second the royal insignia hits the page. Outside, the energy is electric. The crowd grows louder, the media flashes light up the gates, and live streams from around the world capture every second. The fate of Archie and Lilibet, the future of Prince Harry's legacy, and the very credibility of the monarchy all hang delicately in the balance. Whatever happens next, whether this moment brings redemption or reignites division, the truth will echo across generations. The House of Windsor will never be quite the same again. And as history unfolds before our eyes, one thing's certain: this royal saga isn't ending here. The next chapter could drop at any moment, and it might be even more shocking than anyone expects. If you've followed this royal storm all the way to the end, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think happens next? Because in this story of power, loyalty, and legacy, the final word hasn't been spoken yet.